Jacob's journey wasn't one of ease, but one of profound transformation. Born as the younger twin to Esau, his story began with a struggle. It wasn't just a battle for birthright. It was the beginning of a legacy that would shape nations. Jacob's birth was marked by tension. As the twins were born, he came out holding tightly to Esau's heel, foreshadowing the conflict that would define their relationship. From the start, Jacob's name, meaning he who supplants, seemed to reflect his struggle for what was rightfully Esau's. As they grew older, their differences became even more apparent. Esau, a rugged hunter, was loved by their father Isaac, while Jacob, quieter and more calculating, was favored by their mother, Rebekah. This family dynamic would soon ignite a battle for the birthright. Esau, famished from a long day of hunting, traded his birthright to Jacob for a simple bowl of stew. While it might have seemed like a small decision, it was the first step in Jacob's pursuit of something far greater. But the deception didn't end there. As Isaac grew old and his sight dimmed, Rebekah and Jacob concocted a plan to deceive Isaac into giving Jacob the blessing intended for Esau. Jacob, with his mother's help, disguised himself as Esau, wearing his brother's clothes and covering his hands with goat skins to mimic the roughness of Esau's skin. When Isaac, despite his suspicions, bestowed the blessing upon Jacob, the course of their lives was forever altered. Esau, enraged by the betrayal, vowed to kill Jacob, fearing for his life. Jacob fled to Haran, leaving everything behind. This would mark the beginning of his journey, not just in distance, but in faith. On the way to Haran, Jacob stopped for the night in a desolate place. With nothing but a stone for a pillow, he dreamed of a ladder reaching up to heaven, with angels ascending and descending on it. At the top stood the Lord, who spoke to him, reaffirming the promise made to Abraham and Isaac, that Jacob's descendants would inherit the land and become a great nation. God also promised to be with Jacob, guiding and protecting him. Jacob, awakened from the dream, was filled with awe. He took the stone he had used as a pillow and set it up as a pillar, vowing to return to this place and dedicate it to God if his journey was blessed. Jacob's path wasn't always straightforward. Upon reaching Haran, he fell in love with Rachel, the daughter of his uncle Laban. But Laban deceived him, giving him Leah, Rachel's older sister, as his wife instead. Jacob worked another 7 years to marry Rachel, but the deceptions he had once used were now being turned back upon him. Jacob's family grew, and with it came even more challenges. His wives, Leah and Rachel, along with their maidservants, bore him 12 sons and a daughter. These sons would become the leaders of the 12 tribes of Israel. But even as Jacob's family flourished, he struggled with his own fears, regrets, and brokenness. As the years passed, Jacob's faith was tested. When he finally returned to the land of Canaan, he was confronted by Esau, the brother he had wronged. Fearing Esau's wrath, Jacob wrestled with God in a desperate prayer for reconciliation. In the midst of the struggle, God touched Jacob's hip, leaving him with a permanent limp but also giving him a new name, Israel, meaning he who struggles with God. Jacob's life was marked by both deceit and divine intervention. His journey from the deceiver to the patriarch of a nation was not without its trials. Yet, through his struggles, God's promises remained true, and Jacob's transformation was a testament to the power of faith and redemption.